Good morning for the next 2 minutes, and welcome back to Field 1 here at Palmasola in Bradenton, Florida, as the 3-0 Bradenton Slice look to stay undefeated here to start the summer against the 0-2 Anna Maria Aquanauts, looking to bounce back after a heartbreaking defeat yesterday to the Myakka City Rivermonks, a game in which the Knots led 6-0 and fell 7-6. Glad that you're with us here on Field 1. Gray Robertson here up in the booth, official scoring, producing, broadcasting, and keeping the book, and the score bug. And we want to hear from you throughout the show. So shoot me a message on Twitter at Gray, Gray_Robertson. We will read your shout out live on the air. So let us know where you are, who you're watching, and I tried to hold it, and how you're spending this Tuesday morning that is slowly drifting into afternoon. Here is the starting lineup for the 3-0 Bradenton Slice, coached by Brittany Purser. Ariel Kruger, the third baseman, leads off. Jordana King, the right fielder, is batting second, with A.D. Martinez, the first baseman, hitting third. Mia Galella is the extra hitter. She's in the fourth spot, with Callie Chapman, the left fielder, batting fifth. Catching is Aspen King, the sixth hitter. Grace Brooks is pitching and hitting in the seventh spot, with Chloe Kramer, the second baseman, batting eighth. Anna Gore, the center fielder, hits ninth, and Allie Serrett, the shortstop, bats 10th. And they are facing, in the circle, Kira Caro out of South Florida State. Caro on the summer with a 16.80 ERA, 5 innings, 14 hits, 12 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So again, I apologize if my sneezing cut you off, but please cut me off. Tweet me at Gray_Robertson. We will read your messages on the air. It's just me up here who would like to have the conversation be vibrant and alive. Ariel Kruger, the Duke Blue Devil, will start things. 2 of 8 this summer, hitting .250 with an RBI, a home run, 2 runs scored. And the first pitch is fouled back, 0-1. Off and running at 12:01. This is high, 1-1. Ooh. All right, the wind is blowing everything around up here in the press tower. You can't see it because it's where the camera is, but we're back here in this Rapunzel-esque structure. Kruger laces that out to left, and that is gone! Wow! Easy power from Ariel. What a start for the Slice, 1-0 here in the first. It honestly didn't even seem like a home run swing. But Kruger with her second bomb of the summer. And the bases are clear for Jordana King, who had a big-time home run in her last outing. Takes it high, ball 1. King out of Stanford. 2 for 7 with 4 RBIs, a home run, 3 runs scored, OBP of 375. Bunts it. Throw to first is not in time. So she can hit him out of the yard and she can beat it out. And now King with her speed is aboard. Quickly the defense for the Aquanauts. Riley is in left. Jada Young in center. Out in right field is Nyla Henson. Flores is over at third. She's the one who fielded that bunt. Wyndham at short. Shoemaker at second. Fadley at first, and Bartholomew behind the plate. A.D. Martinez pops it up. Here comes Flores. 1 down. which sends up another portaling Boston College Eagle, Mia Galello. Hit and run, back up the middle, base hit. King hangs on at second. Thought about going 3, but after the throw, she'll stay there. Single for Galella, third hit of the inning. First and second with one out for the Slice as they try and put up a crooked number here to start off this game. That's Galella's third hit here this summer. And a chance for Callie Chapman. She takes the first pitch, stopped at second. The throw to first is in time. King keeps going, and she's out. And he'll change it. Said the ball came out of a slide. So it's 2-0, and out is recorded. Aggressive base running by King. It'll take a minute to score as the other King, Aspen King, takes ball 1. There's also a great stop by Shoemaker, not to be lost in all that. And now Aspen King takes it towards center, but ranging over to make the grab is Jada Young to retire the side. So, a busy first inning. 2 runs come across for the Slice, and we'll see what the Aquanauts can do on the offensive side, trailing by a pair of runs. We'll be right back here at Field 1. Here is the starting lineup for the Anna Maria Aquanauts. 0-2 on the summer, coached by Jenna Lord. Emma Shoemaker, the second baseman, leads off with Camry Riley, the left fielder, batting second. Bree Hopkins is the DP, and she's hitting third. Nyla Henson's in right. She's batting fourth. Jada Young, the center fielder, is in the 5 spot with Emilia Bartholomew, the catcher, hitting sixth. Gracie Flores is at third. In the 7 spot, Kaylee Wyndham, the shortstop, is batting 8th with Sophie Fadley, first base in the 9 hole, and Jada Thomas, the extra hitter, batting 10th. And they're facing Grace Brooks, a 5.25 ERA this summer, 1-0 record, 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 2 Ks. First pitch foul by Emma Shoemaker. Brooks coming to us out of Providence here in the FGCL. Facing Emma Shoemaker from Charlotte. Quickly down 0-2. Shoemaker this summer is 2 for 4. RBI, home run, run scored. All that coming in one fell swoop. Also as a single. That's hit foul. 1-2 on Shoemaker. In the air to right field. 1 down. Here's the defense as King makes that catch. Chapman in left, Gore in center, King in right. Kruger at third, Sarah at short, Kramer at second, Martinez at first, and Aspen King is behind the plate. And here's Camry Riley out of Cowley College. First pitch ball. Riley 0 for 3 so far this summer. We'll provide updates every now and then from the other field. They're also in the bottom of the first over there. Sea Cows and Mox. Mox up 1-0. 2-1. Just missed. 3-1. Thank you everyone for the follows. I would like tweets though. It does get lonely up here. On the ground, over to second base. Glove by Kramer. There's out number 2. In steps Bree Hopkins, currently in the portal, looking for a new home, and she's got a home at first base. 2-out single for the portaler coming from Missouri State. And that's Bree's first hit this summer. Opportunity for Nyla Henson. Kennesaw State Owl takes strike 1. Popped up. And running in, Grace Brooks makes the grab to retire the side. Boy, the wind is really whipping up here now. But no problem there as Brooks is able to make the catch. And we go to the second inning. 2-0 Slice. Aquanauts will try and keep this potent Slice offense quiet. See if they can do it when we come back. Inning number 2 begins with a ball to Grace Brooks. Brooks, Kramer, and Gore. 7-8-9. Called strike there on Grace Brooks this summer. The Providence Friars, 2 for 6 with 5 RBIs, a home run, and 3 runs scored. No one just misses. 2-1. Brooks back up the middle. And all the way to the fence. She was heading for second all the way, so that'll be a double for Brooks. And the hits just keep on coming for the Slice. Bringing up Chloe Kramer. Looking for a new home from Indian River State College. 3 for 6 with an RBI, a double, a walk, 571 OBP. Strangely hasn't scored a run with all the runs they've put up. Takes a called strike, 0-1. Now the 0-2. Got her. Kara with the nice bounce back. But now she's got to face Anna Gore, who bloops that foul. That's pretty close, though. 0-1. Here's why facing Anna Gore isn't fun. Currently looking for a new home out of Kennesaw State. 5 for 9 with an RBI and 3 doubles. 3 runs scored here this summer. But she pops it up. Flores makes the grab. Now to the 10 spot with Allie Sarrett. 1 for 6 for the Walter State player, playing for her head coach here in the Summer League. Sarrett skies out on the right side. And that'll do it. Shoemaker makes the catch, and how about that? Leadoff double, no damage, no drama. And 1 runner left on base as we head to the home half. Still 2-0 Slice against the Aquanauts. Jitty Young will lead off the bottom of the second for the Aquanauts as the wind continues to blow quite hard here. Young out of Pittsburgh, 0 for 4. First pitch pop up. One pitch, one out. This is in the air to left. Off the bat of Emilia Bartholomew. That catch is made. And 2 gone. Innocuous time for my phone as the official scorer to suddenly die. But we got it back. Everything's fine. 2 away for Gracie Flores. She's in the portal looking for a new landing spot after a great year with Louisiana Tech. This summer, 0 for 4 with a pair of runs scored. Two now. Three now. Ground ball to third. Throw to first. That is a 1-2-3 frame for Grace Brooks. So far, so good for the Slice after 2. They've done a great job putting up runs, putting up a number, and we've seen Grace Brooks keep it humming in the circle. They'll look to add more against the Aquanauts when we come back. 2-0 after 2 here at Field 1. Another inning of work for Kira Caro against the top of the order. Kruger, King, Martinez, and Ariel Kruger flares that on the right side. Nice running catch made by Shoemaker. 1 down. Yeah, the wind, if you can hear it at home, let me know on Twitter, at Gray_Robertson. It's really blowing everything around up here. Ball 1 to Jordana King, who singled and scored in the first. We do have a tweet. Robin Bocchini says, let's go Slice. Thank you, Robin. Appreciate it. We'll see the catching Bocchini coming in, I believe, in the 4th. I think that's when Coach Britt has that sub ready to go. Riley Bocchini out of Fresno State, playing for my good friend Charlotte Morgan. King puts that out of play, 2-1. Now 3-1. And ball 4. So King is aboard again. I feel like every slice game I've done, King has been on multiple times. Here is A.D. Martinez. And that didn't work. We're going to flip it back. Martinez popped out in the first. Portler out of Boston College takes strike 1. Trying to position the mic as best I can for clarity of audio and also ignoring the wind. Gonna always be upfront with y'all. You know, normally I'm out here on SEC Network Plus, and if I have an audio issue, I just hit talk back, talk with the producer, make sure everything's okay. Here, it's just me, so y'all are my test case. Gotta make sure everything's tip-top. At the end of the day, all I want to do is make sure that you, the viewers at home, are informed, kept up to date, everything's right. Gotta make sure stats are right. Trust me, that has been a till midnight endeavor each day. Hit and run fouled off, 2-2. Martinez came into this game with 1 hit on the summer. Has driven in a pair of runs. As mentioned, coming from Boston College, she's currently in the portal. Native of Buford, Georgia. Favorite food is chicken salad chick. We talked about it, I think, on the practice day. She likes the barbecue chicken salad. That's usually my side scoop. I get the regular on the melted sandwich. It's going to get out of play. Wynn tried to keep it in. We'll do it again, 2-2. Chopped over to Shoemaker, 2 away. King does take second. And we'll see if Mia Galella can get the RBI with the speedy King in scoring position. Hair high. Galella singled in the first inning. Galella gets into it. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's fair, it's gone. It's Galella down the line. Wynn tried to push it foul, but it stayed fair, and it's a 2-run shot. Second home run of the day for the Slice. And Mia Galella's second home run of the summer. Another one by the Slice, too, that just stayed fair, barely. Seen that a couple times this summer. Kruger's was just a surprise. Didn't sound like a home run off the bat, but she crushed that. There's a strike on Chapman now, 1-1 the count. Chapman had an RBI ground out in the first. Officially scored an RBI because King kept running. 1-2. Chapman gets into it. And on the run, making a great grab, is the right fielder Henson. Man, outfield action galore. That retires the side. A great catch by Nyla, colliding with the fence. However, the two-run homer by Mia Galella. And now the Aquanauts are up against it a little bit more. 4-0 Slice going to the bottom of the third here on field one. Bottom of the third, and a first pitch foul by Kaylee Wyndham. Wyndham, Fadley, Thomas due up here in the third. And quickly 0-2 on Wyndham. Kaylee out of Tennessee State, facing Grace Brooks, who's been quite strong early. That's back. And a strikeout. That's the first for Grace Brooks. Down goes Wyndham, who was 0 for 3 going into that AB, and now Sophie Fadley. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Fadley from Dodge City. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. And she gets into it out to left. Fadley back to the track, and Fadley has left the building. A solo homer to get the Knots on the board. It's 4-1 Slice here in the third. Left field taking a beating here today. And up comes Jada Thomas. She was in the league last year as an incoming freshman. Had a great freshman year at Jacksonville. And she gets pelted on the first pitch she sees. There's a runner at first now. Thomas was 1 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs before that hit by pitch. So that'll help out the OBP. And Jenna Lord will go quickly check on Thomas, make sure she's okay. Go on a bit of a walk. Purser out having a word with Brooks as well. And back to the top of the order with Shoemaker, who flew out to right in the first. That misses. 1-0. All of a sudden, a little bit of trouble for Grace Brooks. That home run against Fadley kind of started something for the Aquanauts. Nice grab on the run for out number 2. Camry Riley. That's in the dirt, and Thomas takes second. Riley grounded out earlier. Strike 1. One and 2. Gray Robertson here with you in Press Tower 2. This is, or I should say Press Tower 1 at Field 1. This is where I spent all last summer, including where I got stung by a wasp. Hoping not to replicate that this year. Swing and a miss, got away. They'll have to throw down. And that'll complete the process on the strikeout. So a good finish by Brooks, but the Knots are on the board. After the solo home run by Sophie Fadley, we go to the fourth. 4-1 slice over the Aquanauts here on Field 1. To the fourth inning we go. 4-1 slice over the Aquanauts. And a new pitcher for the Knots as Sophia Bertarelli comes in. A 2.80 ERA this summer, an 0-1 record. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts. For Bertarelli coming in for Kara, facing King, Brooks, and Kramer. 5, 6, 7. Beg your pardon, 6, 7, 8. For the slice, ball 1 to Aspen King, who flew out earlier. One and one. Kira Caro went 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Slice with 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 2 left. Knots, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Two and one. Two and two. Payoff to King is grounded to second. Shoemaker stays down. She's playing a sharp second base today. 1 away. For the new hitter in the 7 spot, Riley Bocchini. So Robin Bocchini, eyes up. It's Riley's turn. 2 for 6 here this summer with an RBI, a walk, and a run. 429 OBP for the Fresno State Bulldog. Over to Shoemaker. She's been rock solid. Good throw. 2 away. Well, the Knots have given themselves a shot. Limited the damage more or less in the first 3 innings. Now a couple quick outs for Bertarelli. 0-1 on Kramer, who struck out in the second. Two and one. Had a chance to chat with Chloe over at the Hydration Energy Tea tent in the concourse between both fields. Three and one on Kramer. It's always my favorite part of this summer is just getting to know all these kids from all over the place. I mean, from different places, not just where they play, but also where they live, where they grew up. Ball 4. Kramer shows the patience, draws the walk. Her second free pass drawn this summer. And a 2-out base runner for Anna Gore. Entered the day, by far the team leader in average. Bertarelli has to avoid letting this hitter do something good. And I think she has. Fly out to left. Not to get too ahead of myself, but I trusted that the play would be made out in left field by Riley. And that's what happened. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 4-1, but the Aquanauts have a little more energy on their side. We'll see if they can pay it off. Coming up next inning. Four, five, six. Nope. 3, 4, 5. I don't know why numbers are hard today. Hopkins, Henson, and Young against a new pitcher for the slice. And a ball from Jamison Noonan in the portal out of Furman. Noonan with a 4.20 ERA, 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs all earned, 3 walks, 2 Ks, a 2-0 record for her. But behind 2-0 on Hopkins, who singled earlier. So portal on portal. There's a strike, 2-1. Hopkins had that flare single in the first. So far, that's one of 2 hits for the Knots. The other was a solo homer by Sophie Fadley down in the 9 spot. And ball 4. A leadoff walk puts Hopkins aboard. And here we go. Grace Brooks, by the way, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. One of her better outings I've seen so far this summer, at least when I've been present. See when Nyla Henson draws up. She popped out to the pitcher in the first inning. Hitting away, good choice. That's out to center field. Hopkins takes the turn Henson's trying for second, and it was cut off. And a shoe is gone. Time called by our field ump. I believe that's Mickey Kostler, second and third after the Henson double. And man, that's where you kind of see what happens when you got teams who are just now playing together. Henson very aggressive. She would have been hosed if I think that's not cut off. Hopkins was a little hesitant rounding second anyway. But at the end of the day, second and third, nobody out, and a meeting in the circle for the slice, leading by 3, but tying run coming to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth. Coach Britt has her energy tee, trying to energize her defense. Jada Young popped out in the second. Swings away, hits it foul. Not the first Pitt Panther we've had in the league. Shout out to Amari Braden and Lana Ball. Jada Young trying to cash in, but falls for the changeup. 0-2. Chased upstairs. Noonan bounces back with the strikeout, her first. And in comes Emilia Bartholomew, who flew out to left earlier. That would be enough to score a run, although Knott's probably want a little more than just one. Fouled off. Bartholomew, a freshman last year for Illinois Chicago. Wilmette, Illinois native. On the infield, and that's not what the Knots were hoping for. 2 gone for Gracie Flores. Flores grounded out in the second. Fly ball towards left. And how about Noonan? After the first 2 reach, second and third nobody out, no runs come across for the Aquanauts. We head to the 5th. Slice still up 4-1. To the fifth we go. Bertarelli back out in the circle. Brantley Wortham will be leading off. The Portaling UAB Blazer takes ball 1. Wortham is off to a pretty good start here this summer for the Slice. 3 for 7 with a pair of RBIs and a pair of runs as well. One. Wortham stopped over at third. What a pick. Have a day, Gracie Flores. She's been tested at the hot corner, and she's come up with the play every single time. 1 down. Now back to the top of the order with Kruger. Solo homer in the first, line out in the third. Duke Blue Devil. Another first pitch swing, this time out to shallow right. Bertarelli with 2 more quick outs, very similar to what we saw in the last inning. New right fielder, by the way, is Lauren Sweat. She's coming for Henson. Carson Carpenter is the new first baseman. And Karis Pierce still in defensively over at short. Now she's in the lineup. Jordana King has been a problem so far today for Aquanauts pitching. Single and a run in the first, walk and a run in the third. Three and out. Of course, we are always in the early stages of kind of thinking about who are going to be contenders for various awards and all-star spots. High strike on King, 3-1. Got a home run derby as well. Probably going to see some Finns in there, but I think A.D. Martinez and Mia Galella, if they can get the regular season home run numbers up, they're going to be in that mix. Wind is still whipping quite a bit here at Field 1. Bertarelli's payoff is high. So King works the walk, maybe a little later than she thought she had. But now she's been on 3 times. She scored the first 2 times she reached. And we'll see what A.D. Martinez can do. Pop out and a ground out on her card today. Seems extremely due with all the pop in that bat. 2-0. Or I beg your pardon, 1-1. Bertarelli better throw pitch 28. 15 balls, 12 strikes. But it's been working for her. Yes, there's the one walk. Actually, 2 walks after that base on ball to King. But a lot of balls in play like that. Handled by Shoemaker, who's been a wall at second. And another runner left on base by the Slice. Aquanauts have given themselves a shot. The pitching has been clutch, and now we'll see what they can do as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Knott's Bats coming up on the other side. Karis Pierce will lead off, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, ball 1 from Noonan. Pierce in the portal after playing a couple years at South Florida. She's been an FGCL staple. And she's got a liner out to center that'll fall. Karis now 4 of 9 here this summer. And a good start here in the 5th. Got what she wanted and smacked it right back up the middle. So that sets up Sophie Fadley, who's already hit a home run today. That's her lone AB. That was a solo shot in the 3rd. This gets mighty interesting if she replicates that or does something similar. That home run was off the starting pitcher, Grace Brooks. Just feels like the Knots are, I mean, they just need one more something to kind of get the energy going. They're very much still in this game. Even though it feels like the Slice has controlled it. Roll it over to short, and it gets away. This will be an error. Pierce goes to 3rd. Fadley on 2nd. And here we go again. Just like the last inning, the first 2 batters are in scoring position. Can the Knots pay it off this time? They've got Jada Thomas up, who was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, but a potent bat. She's already hit a 3-run homer this summer. Great first pitch by Noonan. Oh, 2. Jamison Noonan in the circle and in the transfer portal. Played last year at Furman. Trying trying to get past Thomas. Towards the gap, and that's going to find grass. This will score one. It might score two. Fadley heads for home. The play is not in time. Thomas is safe. 2 RBI double, and it's a 1-run ball game. Jada Thomas comes up big. And the tying run is in scoring position with nobody out for Emma Shoemaker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. Ball 1. How about Jada Thomas? She has 2 hits this summer that have driven in a total of 5 runs. Shoemaker skies this. Long run. Catch made. There's the first out. That's Molly Daly out in left. New defense looks like this, by the way, for the slice. Daly is in center. King is in left. Out in right is Galella. Ball 1 to Riley. Third base, Brantley Wortham. Shortstop is Kruger. Second base, Kramer. First base, Martinez. And Bocchini's catching. Camry Riley's 0 for 2. That's bowled in. Thomas over at third is safe. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't. Brittany Purser was asking for a challenge. I'm just telling her she would have been safe either way. Three and one on Riley. Payoff again from Noonan. Thomas at third. Got her. Clutch from Jamison. 2 down. And here is Carson Carpenter. 1 for 5 on the year with a run scored. Has drawn a couple walks, a 429 OBP. Hitting for Hopkins in the 3 spot. First pitch strike to the Cali College product. Carpenter in the 3 spot. That's where the sub was naturally going to go, and kind of a tough beat for Hopkins. It was 1 for 1 with a walk. Carpenter will try and pay it off. Aquanauts got 2 runs thanks to Jada Thomas's double. She moved to third on a wild pitch. Will she be able to move from there? Here's the 1-2. Carpenter stays in it. Got her. Back-to-back strikeouts by Noonan, and she escapes. 2 runs do come in. But man, oh man, what a job by Jamison Noonan to make sure the Slice still has the lead after 5. They'll look to answer back. 4-3 your score going to the 6th here on Field 1. To the 6th, Slice clinging to a 1-run lead. 4-5-6 due up. Galella, Chapman, and King. Bertorelli's been really sharp in relief. First pitch ball to Mia Galella. Galella has had a good day. 2 for 2. Single in the first, 2-run homer back in the 3rd. Her first time seeing Sophia Bertorelli. when I say first time seeing Sofia Bertorelli, I mean today, not ever, because teammates at Boston College. Galella in the portal. Bertorelli, as far as I am aware of, is not. 3-0. Called strike. 3-1. Ball 4. I think everybody in a Knots uniform thought that was strike 2. And looks like Anna Gore will come and run as a courtesy runner for Galella. Callie Chapman is 0 for 2 with an RBI, ground out and a fly out. Strike 1. Chapman sends that way up in the sky. 1 away. Riley in left, Aldrich in center, Sweat in right. Flores at third, Pierce at short, Shoemaker at second. Carpenter is the first baseman, Fadley behind the dish for the Knots. A couple changes made last inning. Good block by Fadley against Aspen King, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Knots 0-2, Slice 3-0. Slice jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning. It was 4-0 after 3, but Bertorelli has kept them quiet. Looks like Bree Hopkins is going to get warm. I don't know, though. I keep letting Bertorelli cook. 1-1. This is in play and caught. Carpenter is there. 2 away. And here's Bocchini. She grounded out on the first pitch in the 4th. Now 2 of 7 here this summer. Trying to be the first Slice hitter to get a hit off of Bertorelli. There have been base runners every inning, but all on walks, and no one's been able to find the grass as of yet. Slow roller to short. Pierce has it, and the throw is perfect. Maybe a little off to the side, but it does the job anyway. And Sofia Bertorelli continues to cook. 1 runner left on after the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Knots down a run here on field 1. Lauren Sweat, the Dodge City All-Conference player, will start things off for the Knots here in the 6th. It's 4-3 slice and a new pitcher in the ballgame. As Amelia Jacob out of South Florida comes in, a 4.67 ERA this summer. 6 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 2 walks and 6 Ks. Replacing Noonan, who went 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. First pitch ball to Lauren Sweat. 2 for 3 with a run scored. Both hits have been doubles. She's walked twice. So a crisp .800 batting average. Talk about strike zone discipline. Those were 2 decently close pitches. That one an easier take, 3-0. Ball 4. Tying run is on as Sweat does what she does, which is get on base. And now you've got Chloe Aldrich. Out of Charlotte. Aldrich 2 for 7 with 2 RBIs. Out to left, flared and down. Opposite way. 2 on, nobody out again. This has been the trend. And now what will happen? In the 5th, both those runners who reached found a way to score. In the 4th, they were left stranded. Bartholomew, big cut. It's going to come down to the bottom of the order. Can they convert? They could not in the 4th. Or at least the middle portion. This is a 6-hitter Bartholomew, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. Oh, good. More yard work. Beginning right behind us. Got her. Jacob, no sweat. And here's Gracie Flores, 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out today. Change up, called strike. Turn it up, Amelia Jacob. Back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts. And now, here we go. A battle with a soon-to-be former teammate, Karis Pierce. Pierce in the portal. Jacob still at South Florida. 1 out. Pierce singled and scored in the 5th. Pierce through the right side. Sweat rounds third. She's racing for home. The throw is late. This game is tied. Play at second is not in time. And the Knots have knotted it up at 4 thanks to an RBI single by Karis Pierce. And now the go-ahead runs on third for Sophie Fadley. Oh dear, that looked middle, maybe a little high, 1-0. There's the spot. 1-1. Fadley has reached twice. Solo homer in the third, reached on an error and scored in the fifth. Slice will have to figure out Broderelli. If it's her, could be Hopkins. Strikeout for Jacob. She limits the damage to just that one run, but the run ties it. 4-all after the RBI single by Karis Pierce, and we go to the seventh, all square here on Field 1. Well, the wind is whipping and the drama's building here at Field 1. Tied up at 4 in the seventh. The story has really been Sophia Bertorelli. 3 innings of relief, nothing but 3 walks. 40 pitches at 19 strikes, but it's worked for her. Facing the bottom of the slice order, Kramer, Daly, and Wortham. Chloe Kramer, a strikeout and a walk. Slice led this 4-0 after 3, but the Aquanauts have chipped away all the way to this point, tied up here in the seventh, trying to give themselves a chance to walk it off in the home half. Quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss. First strikeout for Bertorelli. 1 down here in the 7th inning. And that brings up Molly Daly, Arizona Wildcat. 1 for 8 with 2 runs scored here this summer. She has walked once. Trying to start something for this offense that has suddenly been unable to find much against Bertorelli. That's low. 2-0. Glad that you're with us here on Field 1. Gray Robertson up here in the booth. I've heard from a few folks on the Twitter machine at Gray_Robertson. Three and one. Ball 4. A walk to Daly. She does her job. Go ahead run on first base for Brantley Wortham, who grounded out in the 5th. She does have 2 RBIs this summer. Wonder if Daly would consider taking off. Not sure I would in this scenario, but Coach Britt might draw up something, a hit and run of sorts. Strike 1. Oh, there's a bunt. Wortham to first base, and she beats it out. You knew they were going to try and conjure up something, and it's a Brantley Wortham bunt single to turn it over to the top of the order. What a beautiful play. And here's Kruger, who's already hit a home run today. That was way back to begin the game. Solo homer in the first. Since then, line out to second, fly out to right, and that single by Wortham is the first hit allowed by Sophia Bertorelli. That hits Kruger. Bases loaded, 1 out. And it's all happened very fast. And now Bertorelli has to face the 2-hitter Jordana King, who has been on base all 3 times she stepped up. Single in the first, walk in the third, walk in the fifth. She scored twice. First pitch high to King. If you're the Slice, this is exactly who you want up. One 0 to King. Little out. I think that's right. 2-0. 3-0. Obviously, nowhere to put her. Base is loaded. Got to be a strike if you're Bertorelli. The question is King going to think about it, or is this an auto take? Seen the green light given here in the Summer League. Ooh, called strike. 3-1. Full count. Payoff from Bertorelli. Base is loaded. Full count. And that's in the dirt. RBI walk puts the Slice back in front, 5-4. King has now reached 4 times. And she came in with an OBP of 375. That's going to go up. Now a battle of the Boston College former teammates. A.D. Martinez is 0 for 3. Bases loaded, 1 out. That got away. Wortham races home. Wild pitch will make it 6-4. Pop out and a pair of ground outs for Martinez. 6-4 Slice. 1-0 count. There's strike 1-1. I know you can hear it. The wind is just really gusting now and straight in. So this has got to be on the ground if you're Martinez and you want to score multiple runs. Obviously, a fly ball would get 1 in. Martinez lines that out to center field. 1 run will score. King races for home. Play at the plate is in time. Martinez does drive in 1 on the RBI single. It's 7-4. And there's a second out here in the 7th inning. Galella back up the middle with the base hit. Martinez stays at second base. Now a 3 for 3 day for Mia Galella. 7-4 Slice. 2 outs, and here's Callie Chapman, who's 0 for 3. Does have an RBI. RBI ground out in the first, foul out in the third, fly out in the 6th. 2-0. Chapman skies that to left field. She put a charge in it, and she is sent it out. Callie Chapman with the dagger. 3-run homer, 10-4 Slice. And a new pitcher coming in for the Aquanauts will step aside for just a moment. 10-4 your score here on field one. New pitcher for the Aquanauts is Bree Hopkins coming in for Bertarelli. Trying to get the final out of this inning, facing Aspen King, who's 0 for 3. Aquanauts came all the way back to tie it at 4, but then a 6 spot here in this frame, capped off by that Callie Chapman 3-run homer. Bree Hopkins in the portal. So far this summer, 2.33 ERA, 0-1 record. 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run of his earned, 3 walks and 2 Ks. Aspen King in the air to left. Ooh. A little miscommunication, but the catch is made. I heard mine come from the person who didn't catch it. But Riley was there to retire the side. 6 runs in, though, for the Slice, and that's probably going to be good enough to cap off a really, really impressive 7th inning and a victory here today, unless the Aquanauts have one more comeback in them. We'll see if that's true as we go to the bottom of the 7th here on field one. Jada Thomas, first pitch, bunted, and she will reach. Aquanauts need a big old number. That's a good start. Bunt single by Thomas here in the 7th. 10-1-2 due up. Swing and a miss for Emma Shoemaker, who's 0 for 3. Fly out, fly out, fly out so far today. It's out of play. 0-2. Beg your pardon, 1 and 2. Shoemaker to center and right to the waiting Daly. 1 down. Or beg your pardon. Nope, that's Daly. I had it right. Strike 1 on Camry Riley. There's strike. One and 2 on Riley, who's 0 for 3. Ground out in a pair of Ks. Millie Jacob trying to get the victory here. Close it up. Over to second. Lead runner is out. It's a slick play over at second base by Kramer. 2 gone, and the last chance for the Aquanauts after the fielder's choice. Carson Carpenter struck out in the 5th. Ball 1. Slow roller, backhanded, and the out is recorded. Look at Kramer flashing the leather. And that'll wrap up the ball game. Couple web gems up the middle. And the Slice stay undefeated. A 10-4 win over the Aquanauts. Another heartbreaker for the Knots. They fall to 0-3. But Slice move to 4-0. Winning pitcher is Amelia Jacob. Sophia Bertarelli takes the loss as the Slice win at 10-4. One more game on this field. Tom Canterbury will have it for you, and we'll bring that to you a little bit later on today in about 30 minutes. Final score yet again, Slice 10, Aquanauts 4. For everybody from the FGCL and the rest of our broadcasting crew, I'm Gray Robertson saying so long. We'll see you in a little bit. Tom will have the rest of the action on Field 1. We'll see you tomorrow here at the FGCL.